There was something I never truly understood, and that was our tendency to follow mainstream. I remember how I would see people around my school wearing the same types of jeans, the same brand of shoes, the same type of shirts. I even happened to be one of those girls. And when I look back at the situation, I wish I would have done something different. And I wish I would have been more original in the way I dressed. And after realizing about something that had been so part of my life, something as daily as wearing clothes, I realized I had been wrong for most of my life. And then I came up with 3 main reasons why we follow mainstream. Number 1, because guidance. It is a fact that most of us look up to celebrities on what to wear. Celebrities are role models, or are supposed to be. Celebrities represent who we want to be. They represent the perfect faces, the perfect bodies, the perfect way to dress. It is okay to look up to celebrities as a form of inspiration, but how much is too much? Number 2, because we want to look cool. Before anything, I would like to show you this pyramid. This is the hierarchy of values by Max Scheler, a German philosopher. The pyramid has 6 categories, which are vital values, aesthetics, pleasure, intellectual, ethics, and spirituality. They are used to explain the way we dress and who we are. We may dress in a way that's ethical, or in a way that's intellectual, such as Dalai Lama. And after all, I would say the thing that we value the most as human beings would be aesthetics. And why aesthetics? Because we often value things if they're pretty or not, if they're good or bad, and they're all based on aesthetics. Aesthetics equal to cool. That is what we have decided to give importance to in our life. That's what we have decided to give importance to as a society. Aesthetics are not wrong, but what it is wrong is trying to center our lives uniquely on one of these values. And this leads me to my 3rd reason, which is because we want to fit in. According to Henry Tashfeld and John Turner, every single one of us have a social identity, which is the person we portray to be, the person we show others we are. And with social identity comes the fact that categorization occurs. And that's when we give a rank or give a status to people. And why do we give this status to people? Because we do not want to generate judgment. Also, during our teenage years comes the fact that we have an incredible void within us. And that void would be caused because ever since we were little, we have a figure, which often are our parents. And as we grow, we start to grow away from that figure. And that's when a void is developed. That void is tried to fill with various things. But one of the things we try to fill it with would be acceptance. Acceptance of our morals, acceptance of our personalities, acceptance of who we are. But I would say the type of acceptance we look up to the most would be acceptance in the way we look and acceptance in the way we dress. And why acceptance in the way we dress and the way we look? Because the thing we value the most is aesthetics. Going back to the hierarchy of values, every single one of your actions can be explained by one of these values. Either you dress in an ethical way or you act in an aesthetic way. And I think fashion is a way of showing the values you give importance to in your life, the values you think are important in your life. And yes, as a 14-year-old girl, I have followed mainstream. After all, every single one of us have. And it's not wrong. But what we should do is make a conscious decision of what you wear and which values you portray by the way you dress. So this is my invitation to you. Have an open mind to originality. Be original. Dress in an original way. Think original. And be different. Because if I do not show who I am by the way I dress, is there any way people will know the real me? Thank you.